Well, here it is. I got my loader refurbished, repainted, fixed a lot of the problems. Did a did the new 3D printed cab. I think it came out pretty good. New glass. Uh, did redid the arm here. Put some bushings and sleeves in the joints. I mean, there's still a little play in this section, but I think that's going to be there. Also, like I said in the last video, I added oscillation to it, so that's cool. And I redid the way that the hood hooks up to the cab. I mean, to the actual loader. So now it's just a pin. 3D printed this little mount here. There's going to be a fan that's going to sit back here because this speed controller and that speed controller, well, they get pretty hot, especially this one. This one is not so bad, but this one gets really hot. Got a new tank for it. It's clear, so I can actually see how much oil I have in the tank. New servos. Excuse me. Excuse me again. New servos. New radio system. I got the little Fly Sky radio that everybody seems to love. I like it, but it only has 2 mixes, which is less than what I need. I need more than 2 mixes, but we'll see what happens. I can probably figure out something. Besides that, let's see what else we got. It's kind of dirty because I've been testing it and driving it around, but it's got new tires all the way around. The 3D printed wheels. Also, I don't know if you can see it, but the little joint in there for the oscillation, I built that. That's 3D printed. That little joint has ball bearings and brass sleeves and a half. I take that back, not a half inch, a 1/4 inch bolt that goes from one end to the other, so it's really strong. Also, I took away the 2 joints that I had in here for the steering and just put one long bar that goes all the way down with a ball bearing. And there's a ball bearing down there. And got that all cleaned up. So it's a happy little loader again. My plans next, let's see, besides the fan, I 3D printed some new front diff cases because this one in the front here is cracked, but I just haven't had time to actually go in and replace it yet. They're ugly, but you don't see them, so I'm not worried about that. Also, again, I want to redo my quick release setup that I have. If you give me a second, I'll start it up. As I was saying before I cut out the video, the quick release setup that I have here, it's really simple. It's just a servo that moves out of the way. That's all it is. It just locks the little servo horn in place and keeps the bucket on. And of course the bucket behind the back has 2 little bars. I mean, they don't look, this is an old bucket. This thing is probably one of the first ones I've ever built, and it looks like it. So along with this one, these are 2 really old buckets, and don't really mind them looking dirty and beat up. They do their job. But again, it's just a simple setup. Bucket sits on there. Servo locks it in place. And of course, it does a pretty good job of locking it in place. But that's the loader being refurbished. Hope you guys like it.